What is going on, guys? It's Canadian Body Slammer here, and we're starting off a 2K25 My GM. So we are on extreme difficulty. Added some extra weapons like Britt Baker, Cope, as we would say, and many more. Picked ECW, Tyler Breeze, and let's get into a draft. So I'm thinking, being ECW, you don't need the highest amount of women. I'd still like to have some top talent. But a guy like Will Ospreay would have been nice if his morale wasn't annoyed. LA Knight's not too bad. Optimistic and Uncle Howdy. 300k. Basic stamina. You can swap to a fighter. I think we go with Uncle Howdy to start off our journey in my GM. Raw takes Seth. Rhea Ripley goes to SmackDown. Kofi Kingston is also gone. So I think we start by finding Uncle Howdy a solid opponent. Something maybe along the lines of Sean Spears, optimistic. 3 out of 5. Basic morale as well. I think that's a pretty decent start in my opinion. I think the next round we'll take a woman to get a top tier woman in the ECW brand. Someone, I feel like fighters and bruisers, maybe a specialist, as we'll have about 5 women in our group. Chelsea Green, she's only satisfied by her promo skills really well. I think we're gonna Maurice, another one. I think we're gonna take let's take Maurice. That's a pretty decent start to the squad. I'd love to take, our level 20 ring XP or higher, but extreme difficulty is way too hard to try to balance our wants and needs. So looking at Giants, I want to try to keep, I gotta get a couple tag teams. So Eric Rowan would also fit with Uncle Howdy, maybe after a feud. He's satisfied in 3 out of 5, like it's not too bad, but we want something better. But looks like Eric Rowan's gonna be the giant we go with. So to find a cruiser, maybe a cruiser tag team. Hopefully there's something there we can take.
Let's see who goes fifth for
Let's find something. Nathan Frazier. I gotta find heels though. That's our biggest. Ethan Page could be. Oh, he's annoyed. See, like it's hard to play with. Hard to get things going. Matt and Jeff Hardy are cruisers if we turned them bad. But Angel, we can team up with his partner Berto. Berto's annoyed. Trying to find and ignore those guys, unfortunately. Dirty Dom, JD McDonough, that's kind of an expensive tag team. So it might not be a tag team, might just be a cruiser itself. We gotta definitely find some cheaper stars to play with. But let's find out. It's hard to pick because you try to balance everything out, right? So we should look for a tag team. Maybe other than, the White Six. Try to get something. Mr. Guano would be a fun one to have. Man was balling out. The Creed brothers. Depending how they both are. Yeah, let's take the Creed brothers and American Made. That gives our tag team division some love.
This is a smart pick.
So we'll see. They should. Yeah,
The land of extreme with their next pick.
so let's get our next tag team locked up. So we have a little bit of a tag team division. We gotta pick up some specialists. I think we pick up a woman and a male specialist in the next 2 rounds.
The ECW brand taking
Just to
stock of
get
the board.
those cleared up. Oops. Pass them. My apologies. Someone like Indy Hartwell could be fun. Kit and Elton Prince is probably another tag team we can look at. Britt Baker, 3 out of 5 satisfied. Natalia's there. Tiffany, I wish her ring level was higher. I think we take Britt Baker. Add some other brands into the WWE game, into our roster. Maybe make her our top star in our women's division. So now, I think Kit and Elton, even Montez Ford, Chad Gable's there. He could also be a part of our tag team division. Splitting it up with the boys. 4 out of 5. I say that's pretty solid. We definitely got to get some baby faces. I just realized we have a lot more heels than baby faces.
Going next to where the big boys
Our
and girls
price
play.
too, we're not doing too bad on that. Only got 1, 2. Yeah, we definitely need some baby faces. So let's see. Trick Williams would be fun. Mr. Iguana, like I said, 5 out of 5, but he's annoyed. So that always is unfortunate. Julia's there. Julia could be. Yeah, I think we could take. Her promo skills 1 out of 5. See, that hurts. It really hurts. Tegan Knox, 3 out of 5 satisfied. Also a fighter. More so looking for a bruiser. Let's go over this way real quick. Tony Storm, of course, is a heel. But I think we're going to turn Tony Storm into a baby face. Is what we'll do at the start. And get our feuds going that way. So we'll turn her into a baby face.
Lots of great talent remaining for WCW.
Logan Paul would have been also a fun person to have, but we'll see. Everyone's thoughts. Let's see here. Let's go. Gotta find more babyface. Babyface tag team doesn't really help us much in the moment. Yeah, we'll find another babyface tag team. I lied to myself. Sorry, folks. And I'm thinking... Tank. We could get Hank. Oh, Hank and Tank could be our guys, and I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna grab Hank and Tank, 2 fighters. That also works out well for us, and they seem to be pretty happy.
WCW back at the
Part of
for their
Pretty
next
Deadly going away.
ECW
I like to make sure I have
here.
the tag team set up, because I don't want random tag teams get thrown together unless someone wants to. So there's our boy Hank. So baby faces are starting to pick back up, and we're trying to balance these out here now.
WCW
So
moving
let's
on to the
keep
draft.
going. Keep
A make or
on
break
rolling
pick for
with
the land of
this.
extreme.
We have 5 baby faces. So let's go. We got our giant. We got maybe another woman specialist. I think can maybe be the call. Not very many specialists around. Natalia, 1 out of 5 promo skills. It's just that hurts. We need something better, and I think Indy Hartwell will be our next. Might also have to turn her to a baby face. Yeah. Or we turn Britt Baker to a baby face. Either way, we'll have another baby face in the women's division. We'll have to change over.
Could be make or break for
on
the WCW
rolling.
GM. The Extreme War Room debating ECW's
So,
next pick.
We got our tag team division is looking pretty solid. So I'm not worried about that. Giants left is Omos. I mean, he's satisfied. He's fairly cheap. I think we grab a Green Cruiser to go with that. Is what we're gonna roll with. I don't normally carry two Giants, but we'll try it out. We'll see how it goes. We definitely got to get a couple cheaper rolls, just in case of injuries and things like that. Carmelo Hayes would have been fun. Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee could start with Omos. A little more than I want. But it's not the end of the world. So let's grab Dragon Lee. That puts us at 15 current roster. I want to get a jobber. I'll probably try to save 200k and I'll sign a jobber to a full-time contract for us. Is potentially the plan. So let's go to all. Pat McAfee would be fun, but like the ring level just kind of blows. Let's see if there's any optimistic people down here. Jakara Jackson's optimistic. Kiana. Eddie Thrope is optimistic, but the mic skills are working. Brooke Jensen is a 4 out of 5 on the mic. His morale isn't completely there. Hard to take. Optimistic and Moose. Let's see. Let's just try to find. He's annoyed. Keep checking him. Not gonna change anytime soon. I think we go with Cope. I like my fighters. I like my bruisers. Maybe grab another specialist. So let's grab another heel bruiser. Will be our next pick. Oba's a low level, cheap. I think we can grab him, maybe have him there to do something on our cheap side. We still got a lot of cash to play with, which is nice.
Right now he's on the outskirts of this brand. He
maybe
needs to
take someone that has higher mic skills. That's not so happy. That's 17. I'd like to at least hit like 21 if we can. Maybe looking at maybe 2 more women on the lower end. Actually, Jakara's there. No. Soul's there. Julia's here. Hard to say who we truly want. Carmen Petrovic. Optimistic. The mic skills is just Scarlet. Scarlet. We can change into a specialist too. Maybe let her try to go on a run. Hopefully don't piss her off too much. Just sucks with no women's belts, but it's more of a challenge to keep everyone going and try to win. We're going off of fans. Do we take someone big like Charlotte? I don't think so. I don't think it's smart to take Charlotte in this sort of deal. So let's go to all. Actually, let's go to men. Javon is there. If I can find someone with decent mic abilities, 3 out of 5 with Tony D. Maybe we grab a guy like Stax. Stax, and then there's another tag team we could run if needs be. So we can check that out.
Who will be the next extremist on this brand?
Apparently Edge was in there twice, once as Cope as well. So that's unfortunate. But it is what it is. Did I miss stacks? I don't think I have. I'd like to maybe grab Jacob Fatu as well, but how is stacks? Stacks is fairly expensive. So I feel like that's just not gonna work. And I think we're gonna take Jacob Fatu. I get us 20 guys, 190k left over. I think we're gonna run with that. I think we're gonna end it there in the draft. Our roster will be fairly close to what they have. We can sign a jobber full time, help us out if needs be.
Could be make
So we'll
or break
see
for the
who everyone
WCWGM.
else gets taken, which
Raw has so many
should.
options to choose from here.
Yeah,
And here
we'll
is the
start
new
seeing
roster
them finish
of
up here.
Monday Night Raw.
Pat McAfee's now taken.
WCW looking to add to their haul with this pick.
Yeah.
Look at the big
These are probably
boys
the
and
last
girls on the
picks. We're gonna
WCW
keep a little
roster.
bit of cash.
Take a look at the talent on the blue
So
brand.
here
And now
is
the
the
brand
rosters.
showing
If
side by
everyone wants to
side.
see
This is going to be a good season,
putting
guys.
edge twice, I did not realize I did that, so that's my mistake. So yeah, our roster's pretty even with the rest of them. 1 to 2 people, not terrible. I'll take that. It's a Hall of Fame. We all know it. I was born for this Triple H. I don't know what he's on. Miss Elizabeth is always a fun person to be against. So, I think we give the belts to Hank and Tank. You know, they're a fun tag team in the NXT. Hopefully they can carry the ECW brand. And I think our ECW men's champion, I think it's going to be Cope. I think we're going to go Cope and Fatu to start that. And our top. I think we let that go to Fate for our men's world champion. That's what we're going to do. So bad publicity as our one free card. Not terrible, not the greatest. Yeah, so that's our roster. Here's a quick look at it. We definitely gotta get Oba, Tony, Scarlett. A lot of their popularity needs to get boosted up. But we're not in a terrible position. A lot of them have some pretty solid stamina. Scarlett, hopefully we can turn her morale around, especially because her mic skill is great. But we'll just have to wait and see. We got quick recovery, so that's good for when we start losing some more stamina. Health spot could be a card we buy, but I feel like I don't need to buy it currently. So, that was the draft. I think next episode we get into the first matches and into the first PLE. So I'm going to end it off there. It was a fun time. Peace out. See you in the next video.